EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New England Patriots. Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And when you think about his performance this year, you have to have nothing but admiration the way that he passed his team into the playoffs. They threw it around so well in the regular season, but in this game, the elements may affect them. I think they'll continue to fling it around until the weather slows them down, and if it doesn't, they'll continue to show the style that they've shown throughout the season.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Ward. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down, and Brandon getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have the Titans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Hands it off out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end.
And it's a Titans touchdown from 8 yards out.
And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more,
to put it mildly.
Point after try forthcoming. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Sheds off the tackle.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Let's go now.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike.
Linebacker. 2nd and 9 now. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
The point after, no gimme the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, here's Ward. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. And the Titans first down. 7-7, our score after 1.
We walked the field. She thought a little like when she's not out of the field. But what about Georgia? Eh?
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
So what?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They suspected it was a power play over the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Ward. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. This a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Ward.
And he's is wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
To throw is Ward.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession bowl game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Griffin. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They run the counter. Griffin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd and 4. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
I'll say it. It's the bloody now.
70, hot 70.
Now Ward operating from the gun. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 46, here's second down in a yard. From the gun, here's Ward.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
60 Eagles.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Right back to him on first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Okay,
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Ward now working out of the gun.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
He'll look to throw.
30-yard line.
Goes right back to him. It's Griffin again.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now we're signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We're underway here in the wild card round. This the first of 3 games today, but we had 2 games yesterday. Let's check them out. Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on Tampa Bay. And here's the home team's running back. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Rams find a way to get it done. The number 4 seed knocks out the number 5. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is the Raiders wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And this is the Vikings running back. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Vikings make a statement. They are not to be taken lightly. The number 6 seed knocks off the number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And they've been better than two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Ward now, throwing to start the drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ward. And this throw incomplete. Like a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Moore. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Game. Offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Moore. He'll try and do this himself. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Out of the gun, Ward.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
What happened? It's difficult, don't you? It's fucking island. They're native. Hey, what the fuck happens now? Can you affect the gun?
Hands it off out of the gun. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
You saved my bullet.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
My best friend from school, he's
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He delivers packages. When people order stuff online, It doesn't matter. He's a driver. I told him. The real thing in life.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he
will score. Touchdown, Titans.
He says,
punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Driving too fast, I mean, now it's speaking. You can't. It's fucking boat sound. You're totally supposed to stop them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
You know, it's funny like that. They don't make sure.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start to 32. New England trying to get a place on offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
And 9 at the 33-yard line.
You thought, hey, you try carrying your mother around for a bit.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Really like
Ready.
Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There we go.
To throw is Ward. Throwing to start the drive.
And
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead
When
in the
he
third
calls
quarter,
down,
they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to
there's a lot
lose.
of
I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
I'm hearing,
70 Timberwolves.
this is your product. Fight.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 116 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Let me get to the street.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
I'm actually Viking. If Viking, I don't know which one. Hey, where are you going?
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Start.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. From the gun, Ward. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
And now out come the Patriots.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Come on. Set. 60.
He'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
And the Patriots, first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Liking 18.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Bronco switch.
Up the middle they go. It's Griffin. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Ward. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs. And that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Throwing is Ward.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take them to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So the Patriots now down by 2 touchdowns, 54 seconds to go. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. And this one is incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Check.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.